Well, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, boop, 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 news alert, breaking news. Surprising news? Maybe not, but breaking news, yes, they say yes, indeed, it is breaking news. It turns about here real quick on my big computer. Okay, and breaking news we do have breaking news. And here's some breaking news. This is not new either. This is not new news. This is old news right there. If you can subscribe, we are less than 2% of subscriber rate. Some people that have very large channels are trying to get like 13%. They're saying we're now at 12%. We get to 13%, and they're huge. I mean, if you have millions of subscribers already, and you want to bring that up. If you have millions of subscribers and you're at less than 13%, you're a big channel. This channel is very small, but if you could subscribe, that would really help. But breaking news today, RFK Jr., boy, gone. So him and his running mate both will now be working with and for Donald Trump. I don't know if they're getting paid, or will they be paid campaigners? It could be. Maybe they can definitely now go out on the talk show. They're not as limited to what they're allowed to say, do, or whatever, because they're not worried about their campaign anymore. They can go out and just go out there and take care of business. Maybe we should go live on this tonight. If you want to go live right there, put it on there. I don't want to be by myself, just in there. It's boring. So if anybody wants to come on and talk about this, we can. If someone wants to do one on guns, I've had 3 or 4 people now referring about going live on guns. Other people have done it in the past, but in recent times, I've had about 3 or maybe 4 people that are asking me to go live on guns. They might want to come in there and say something very anti-gun. That could be the fact. That could be someone that does not believe we should have guns. And they might want to try to argue with me. I'm not there to argue about that. I'm just merely talking about guns, some of the myths of guns. But anyway, RFK Jr. has now left his campaign, suspended his campaign, they always say. And he is now going to endorse Donald Trump. Now, of course, the Kamala Harris, that's not that big of a deal. But they would love it if RFK Jr. had left and endorsed Kamala Harris. It is a big deal. The reason it's a big deal is those voters are voters. Their voters are voters. So Kamala Harris would say, well, if you're a voter, you're a voter. No! A voter is a voter. She always does that. She tries to, I don't know. I don't think my kindergarten teacher was that, was it patronizing? Or I guess that would be trying to educate me. David, now a crayon. It's a crayon. That's how she talks to us. Really weird. But not saying don't vote for her. I mean, I'm not saying the way someone speaks, the way somebody writes is not the most important thing. The most important thing is who is the best for the United States. RFK Jr. says the best for the United States is Donald J. Trump. Well, he probably says he's the best, but since he's no longer an option, the next best thing you could do would be to vote for Donald J. Trump. Now, Trump will be the next president. We all know that. Before this happened, you knew it, and I knew it. Some people don't like it. They don't like it, but they know it. They'll argue with me. Hey, it's not true. I'll bet you $100. Well, okay, after I finish collecting the money, or should I say start collecting the money of all the people that owe me money when Hillary lost, you'll get in line after them, and then you can pay me. So you have some time to save up $100 from your lemonade stand. Don't you have a lemonade stand? That's how you make your money. But I'll bet you $100. For $1 million, would you stick your nose in a skunk's butthole? How old are you when you say that? 5? But they now want to bet me. I'll bet you. Really? Okay. How's that going to happen? How's that going to work? So after I finish collecting the $55,000 or $60,000 from the Hillary election that I won in bets, please come on board at that point. Someone did bet me $500 yesterday. When Kamala loses, will I ever hear from that person again? Yes, that's how weird they are. They'll start writing, oh, okay, you were right. Okay, where's my $500? I don't know how to pay you any money. They always do that. I'll bet you. You better prove it to me. Prove it. You prove that Trump's going to win. Well, okay, wait till November. There's your proof. I can't do that for you. I can't tell you. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you what diet to be on. I'm not telling you what fitness program to be on. I'm just telling you that Trump's going to win. If you think he's not going to win, that's fine. That's your thought. That's what you think, and that's perfect for you. However, it's not going to happen. Don't be too disappointed when he doesn't win. But RFK Jr. is in Arizona, and so is Donald J. Trump. Are they going to meet together today? They said perhaps. I guess at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's now 12:30 here. So about 4.5 hours ago, I guess, he announced this. So his running mate was very popular. I didn't realize how popular she was. He's pretty popular, and he's going to be popular. And if he says to his voters, hey, you know what, you can't vote for me, I'm going to vote for Trump, will you please join me? That's all it basically has to do. Now, he's very good with fundraising. A lot of his donors are very, 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 very good at raising money, and he has a lot of rich donors, probably because of the Kennedy name. I'm not sure. That's just me saying, could it be because of the Kennedy name? I think so. If you heard Kennedy was running, it was John F. Kennedy running right now, I think Trump would probably lose. I don't know. It'd be hard to tell. Trump would probably be running as a Trump before was a Democrat, so I don't know if they were both alive today and they both just, you know, if John F. Kennedy was the young senator that he was when he ran, and Trump is the old former president. I don't know who would win that one. I do know that Trump's going to win this one, but he has a lot of money in his coffers and his bank accounts and all that. Now that money, as far as I know, is going to stay in their where they're saying on PBS, public broadcasting station. If you want to get real news, not Fox News. People say, David, you like Fox News. You're a Trumper. You're a bad. Not true. I try to get my news from sources that actually report the news. In the old days, someone would stand up there or sit up there and give you the news of the days. They might say, oh, wow, what a shame there was a big fire today. Now, well, you know who set that fire is probably this group of this persons and these guys. And these stations, especially, well, I'll say it, especially the ones that are, I'll point that way, it should be the left. Especially the left-leaning stations now. They don't really report news. They had Cuomo on there, not the former governor, his brother. Who was saying now that they got to stop hiding Harris. So I can't remember how they said it. I could put the link down if you want to see it, but you can just search it. Cuomo says Harris needs to come out and do some speeches. What he was saying is he starts with Clinton. Bill Clinton, when Bill Clinton was on the stump, they put him out there. He made speeches. Hillary made speeches. Obama made speeches. Why are they keeping Kamala Harris from speaking? The only reason they'll be doing that is they're afraid of what she'll say. They're afraid of what will come out of that. You know, remember she said she was going to do the arms embargo and stop sending weapons to Israel, something like that, to that extent. Well, they backed that out real quick. She picks Walz as her running mate. They back out a lot of stuff real quick, where they were changing to get a race out there. Okay, no, I didn't carry a weapon of war, but it's already out there. We already saw it. You can't unsee the fact that he said he was a retired sergeant major. You can't take all that out, that he did this, he did. You can't say that he was holding his name thing at his DUI when he was driving 97 miles an hour, drunk as a skunk. And if that wasn't him, that's somebody else. Who was it then? Who was it? He looks kind of like Fred Mertz from I Love Lucy. So maybe they're saying that was Fred Mertz. Fred Mertz, the guy who played Fred Mertz, he did like to drink a little alcohol, but it wasn't him. That wasn't from 1963 or 1966. That was Tim Walz. But they try to do that. They can't do that. RFK is now out. He's going to start saying, this is why you should vote for Trump. He's going to get a job. They're saying maybe CIA director. He is a lawyer, so that's not unheard of. But they're saying what is he going to get in the campaign. They're going to say, what is he going to get in Trump's campaign if he's hired, if Trump is elected. They're saying when Trump is elected. In Great Britain, they're preparing only for one person, Trump. They've only been preparing for, once Trump said he was going to run originally this election, they started immediately just preparing how we're going to deal when Donald Trump regains the presidency. They knew that Biden at that point was so unpopular. Now, Biden never could have won that. You know that, and I know that. If it wasn't for COVID got Biden elected. We were panicking. We were upset that we couldn't work. We were stuck at home, and so was he. So he could have a mask on his face and read off of a teleprompter to us. Was it live? Never. you can see little cut marks in his speeches. If you go back to his speech, I can say, oh, there's a cut mark. So what they did is they cut. Maybe he had to have a break. Maybe he had to use the restroom. Maybe he wanted to drink some water. Well, I think what happened is he did one of his stumbles that he always does when he speaks, and they went back and they edited that and tried to fix that, take that out. Even when it was taken out, it was really bad. If you watch the Simpsons, they had a film festival in Springfield, and Mr. Burns made a film to enter into the contest, and he goes, oh, it was horrible. He was falling off of a horse and all this stuff. He goes, and that's the best we could have done. That's all. The best they did was horrible, and that's how his speeches were. So we voted for Biden for two reasons: one, he wasn't Trump, and two, it was COVID. Now the Democrats just got busted a couple days ago. 810,000 fewer jobs created. They lied about it. They lied. They doesn't say it. They lied. That number's too big to be a mistake. They took credit for all of us going back to work. So when COVID happened, were you an unemployed person or a person taking a leave due to an illness? It would be similar to if you were on medical leave. You know, let's say I got strep throat and I'm out of work for a week. Does that mean I'm an unemployed person who then got a job when I got done with? No, the whole nation, the whole world, we were on some form of medical leave. We were not out of work. We were not unemployed. We just weren't working due to this medical condition. So anyway, RFK, what do you think? RFK, what's that? Oh, Robert, yes, you're right. I did forget about it. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. But what are your thoughts? Is this breaking news? Is this big breaking news? Or is it just breaking news? What do you think? Trump 2024? It looks like yes, it does look like that for sure. Trump will be the next president of the United States. So he was there for 4 years. Now he went on leave for 4 years, and now he's been back for 4 years. Go figure. Very interesting election cycle. We weren't expecting all of this. Take care, everyone. It's Friday. I'll put this out today as soon as I upload it, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Take care.